You know what I'm
Awesome. Yes. Oh, what do you do with that old blender? Did you throw it out already?
Oh, no, I still have because I have to buy the Ninja.
All right, don't throw it out. Give it to me because I need it for my weed. I'm learning how to make
a
tincture
Ninja for the weed.
Oh yeah, you gotta. Yeah.
No, but I want to use your old one. I don't want to use a Ninja yet because the Ninja's still good.
You bring your mic closer.
I don't want to fuck up my Ninja.
I don't want to fuck up the Ninja.
that
Even
good?
though the Ninja
You
will
make
get
a
all...
tincture? That shit has never worked for me.
Yeah,
Check. Yeah, you're good. All right, cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see
Testing
mad
1,
lazy
2,
for a
3.
little bit.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right, you guys ready to start?
Yes.
All right.
Parents strongly caution the following programs are intended for mature audiences over the age of 18. These programs may contain some material that many parents would not find suitable for children and may include intense violence, sexual situations, coarse language, and suggestive dialogue.
What's going on, everybody? This is a Let's Talk After Dark podcast where anything goes and nothing's off the table. I'm Benny. With me as always,
Mav.
J-Brad.
our special guest.
Young Lenny.
All right, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Let's Talk Us Now. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. And I believe we are ready. We have any announcements?
Do we? Yeah, we're selling shirts!
We got some Daddy Fuego merch.
We got some Daddy Fuego merch. I've actually sold a good amount of them so far. I just announced that shit yesterday. So
Nice.
thank you guys.
We're going to have some Let's Talk shirts as well, some classics. Mav, show them
Oh, yeah.
your
I
your shirt.
And it's an extra large today, guys. So you
He got a shirt that fits.
He got a shirt that fits.
No more larges.
We
no
had to
more
have a
larges.
sit-down intervention with Mav last
they were
week and
upset
tell him,
about how
Mav,
tight my shirts were.
we were like, you're not a large anymore, sir.
Listen,
and it's okay. You can let it go.
You haven't been a large for a while. No more two tops for Mav.
I'm getting back there by my birthday. That's my goal now. These guys got me a large shirt. I can't.
You know what we should
I've
do?
never worn extra large before in my life.
We should just get fucking extra large shirts and just fucking cut off the tags and just put large.
Just make you feel better.
It would. Can you guys do that to me? It's a psyche thing. This is.
But all right, enough of our fat asses.
Oh man.
Let's get to our guest.
Young Lenny.
Young Lenny. First of all, let's
Shout outs to the outfit, first of all.
actually
Yeah,
can
right?
we do? Yeah, you use the most. Actually, though, the thing is, though, if you watch his videos too, his elevator series, the guy is like he flips it
Yeah.
up too. He switches up too. So this guy is he's not just a musician, but he has some style to him.
But I was watching that the other day. I was thoroughly impressed.
Oh, that
It's
was...
so dope.
Yeah,
So
it's fucking
dope.
sick. That's what. Yeah.
So yo, it's a funny thing about that. So it was literally because the artist I wanted to work with, the first one, Quality, I had ordered goat like well before anyone called me up.
Wait, goat like
Like a medium curry goat.
curry. That's the best way to start a story.
But I had fresh just ordered it, right? So I get home. He calls me like, yo, Young Lenny, what you doing? I was like, he's like, you trying to do a video real quick? I was like, I look at the food. I'm like, yeah. I was like, I get down there. He's like, so we have to wait for, he's like, yo, we have to wait for Shamrock. I'm like, man, listen. I was like, let me hear a song. I was like, guitar. I was like, yo, let's just try. So first we tried walking into the elevator, playing, like singing, like we were like playing the guitar, singing into the elevator, then on the inside the elevator, then coming out of it. And we're like, huh. We didn't like how that we didn't like how that looked, like me and Darius, but we saw like the elevator and we're like, okay, yeah, that like we're gonna do it like that. So we sat there and he had the elevator open, started with the guitar, and then the Quality came in and started singing, and I was like, all right, there we go. That's a good idea. And I was like, I kept that as like a whole series, so I'm trying to keep that going. I'm trying to work with other artists too. I think the last one I did, it wasn't my favorite one. Honestly, like I have like the episode 5, but I think episode 4 and 2 were like definitely my favorites.
Word.
Do people get mad at you for fucking holding up the elevator?
No. You know what?
I always want to know that too. That is a very good question.
Like the handicapped dude comes and shit.
Oh my God. Thank God there's 2 elevators, so we hold up one and then the other one gets used. So it's just like, but I try to do it at night when the rest of the businesses are closed, and like it's like when no one's like actually like coming through. So like the less traffic, the better it is to do them.
Nice.
The next set, I think the next one I'm doing is with Shay Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
No, that'd be fire because she's very melodic. She's dope.
Yeah, she's also really like I like her energy. So like, it's nice to like work with someone who has good energy to it. Plus, she wants to do something different too. So that's gonna be nice.
Yeah.
I have another one too. Like I have two SG blocks. Like one that we released. And funny story. So we both put the video out the same day, but we both put the opposite video out. So he texted me. He's like, nigga, you put the wrong video out. I'm like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, my high ass took so long to realize that. I was like, the wrong video. I'm like, oh shit, the first video. Oh, okay.
Sounds like a mistake that happens here.
God, I sat there and watched both videos too. I was like, what's the difference? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so dumb. I'm playing two different melodies.
Yeah.
So there was that. The one I did with Shamrock, that took so many takes.
So your food was cold as fuck when you got back.
Oh no, I made sure I didn't order food before I did that one.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
But the one I did with Quality, it was 2 takes, I believe, and that was it.
Oh, that's
Nice.
fire.
So I think that the first take was the one we went into the elevator and did that, but the second one was just
The one that you guys have out now.
yeah. So it was really just the first take of trying to do that. We figured it out.
Why it take so many takes? Was it just like him messing up the?
I don't even know, honestly. Like he's a perfectionist. Like
Oh, okay, like Dr. Dre.
like he wants this to sound like this. He wants this to sound like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, cool. So that's I respect this. Some people are perfectionists. I'm a perfectionist with the guitar, but I've been playing so long, like it's second nature. Like when you play, I've been playing like about 18 years, and I have about 140,000 hours of playing.
Can we
Oh, wow.
talk also about like your degrees and stuff like that? Because a lot of people, I feel, for me, I had to me personally knowing you now, I feel like a lot of people sleep on you because they don't realize the arsenals behind just your music. Like you don't just play the guitar. You're a music. Almost
You're
professor.
a multi-instrumentalist, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. I play. Let me see. I play guitar, bass, drum, piano. I teach voice.
So everything.
He is. You're all in one music.
I play violin. I can play harp. I can play flute. I can play.
You should just name the stuff you can't play.
Yeah, so harmonica. I like ukulele. It goes because like I'm a teacher, so I like learning new instruments, and because I work at a conservatory, there's access to like different like percussion instruments, different instruments in general. So it just piques my interest. And especially like when I see other teachers learning other different instruments, I'm like, oh, let me learn another instrument.
But
let me learn another one.
You just do
You're
that.
about to get
I've
your-
been trying to learn guitar for like 4 years.
Oh yeah, we all have a guitar.
I have a guitar.
Yeah, I have one too. It's just sitting in my house. Like I look at it like one day.
It's a lot of practice. You got every day, right? You got to play
Yeah,
that every single day.
Yeah, I have. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have 5 guitars. No, 1, 2. Yeah, 5. I believe I have 5 guitars. I might be wrong. I could be 4. But I try to keep that number around to 4 to 5 guitars because there have been times I've had 7 guitars, and like if I had kept all my guitars, I probably would have had about 20. Just about.
Does your house just look like a guitar center?
No, my house, I keep it with one guitar, and that's my favorite one. It stays at my house. All the rest of my stuff stays in my studio. I've been trying to separate because I'm so I teach in like my regular like as a day job. So I teach students like all day long, and then when I go to my studio, that's music. I'm taking my master's, so all that stuff I like to keep away from my house. I don't like to go home and be like, all right, I'm thinking about music. No. If I want to play my guitar, it's gonna be for enjoyment. Or
And it's gonna be your
playing some
favorite one.
games.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it's. I've been trying to separate the whole work and my home life because it's like I need to like a break mentally, and I'm also doing a master's class, so and it's accelerated. So for people who don't know what accelerated means, it's so say like a normal master's class would take about from January to May. The accelerated is from January to the end of this month.
Oh damn.
of
Oh
February.
wow, yeah.
So, and that's 8 weeks, and I'm doing all that work in a matter of I'm doing about 4 or 5 months of work in a matter of 2 months.
That's nuts.
Yeah, so it's like they're like I'm sitting there reading through some of these books. I'm just like, I'm glad I like this stuff because I wouldn't like the music business book. I think it was like almost 1,000, like 1,500 pages.
Oh.
And let me tell you, the amount of different kinds of contracts they have for any kind of music is ridiculous. Like for your music to be for you to put your music on to like a commercial platform, you need a contract for that one. You can't use that same contract that you use to put music to a video on YouTube as you would to put it on a TV platform. And as you keep changing platforms, you have to get different contracts. And
Is it like these kind of contracts are meant to protect the artist, or is it just contracts between both people?
The copyright holder.
Oh, okay.
So
okay,
the copyright holder gets paid. So like anytime, so if someone were to take my music,
fucking scammers.
it's annoying. But like say like if you're an artist and you buy a beat and you buy like a beat from someone like say you buy it from me and you have the contract that states you're going to be using it for like your iTunes platform.
Yeah.
You can use it for your iTunes platform, but you can't take the song and try to like give it to someone using a commercial.
Got you.
Because if you do that, you're just selling away your rights, and then at that point, if I go to collect the royalties, the artists themselves is not gonna get nothing because like you're just selling away your contract instead of me like breaking the contract with them. So like both sides get paid. You know what I mean? You can't take your contract and sell it for another contract, like to make a contract with someone. So a lot of this stuff starts making sense like the more I start reading into it, how like they break it down, but there's a lot of misconceptions that.
It makes me wonder though, all these like pop-up rappers and everything like that. Like, do any of them know any of this?
They probably have. They probably have managers that handle a lot of this, or generally like a lawyer will handle. Like you can just hire lawyers to handle it.
Yeah, but that's if you make it like where you have lawyer money.
Yeah,
I'm talking about. You know what? I'm talking about.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Dave's shaking his head. Like, no,
They don't. And
right?
neither do their managers.
I was like, because some of these managers too, I know they don't have lawyers. I just.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I just want to know like how, like that's like. I see a lot of this effort and hard work going in for the music industry, but it seems like nobody has knowledge about really what's
They don't understand
behind the
taxes.
scenes.
You gotta pay if you're gonna charge people money. If you're gonna charge $500 to $1,500 for a verse, you're supposed to pay taxes on that.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted. To,
That's another thing you're gonna get a surprise.
Oh yeah, people. You gotta know how to do your transactions.
Yeah.
There's some transactions that I do specifically on Cash App because I don't want to pay taxes on them.
You didn't just say that on the podcast. You were saying hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically.
What was that again? You just smoked.
Hypothetically.
IRS on YouTube.
Young Lenny production. Thank you, Let's Talk.
I report all my stuff to the IRS.
That's the best. Yeah, you know what? Speaking of that, I have to figure out how to report all my like winnings I got last year during COVID from Robinhood.
They send you a thing.
I'm still waiting for it, but I'm pissed
on the
off
app.
with them right now.
Literally
Delete
print
that
out.
damn app. I have one stock in GoPro because it was free when I signed up, and then I didn't.
I was mad. They stopped me at 2 o'clock.
I'm snoozing everybody that's talking about it.
They stopped me at 2 o'clock at night. All right, it was almost at 10 cents. I was up a lot of money
For what?
Oh yeah, I
for the
was dumb mad about
doggy
that.
coin.
So I got in there and I think I pulled out at like around 6 cents. I went in like one and got out. I was like, yeah. The $20 turned into I think like $100 something. I was like, took it out.
I went in at .009.
Is that how you say that? How do you say it?
Oh, I just call it doggy coin.
Oh,
It's Dogecoin.
It's
right?
Dogecoin, yeah.
Dogecoin.
No, it's Dogecoin.
Oh,
but
it's
I like,
Dogecoin.
because they
All
have-
right, so you got me. I
the
thought
thing is that they have a dog, so I always thought
Yeah.
it kind of like dog e coin. Like,
Yeah, it's a Doge dog.
it's a Doge. I was calling it Dogecoin the first.
Well,
5
I mean,
minutes.
it's a dog electric coin. Like that's how it's like. That's what I thought it was like called. Dog.
yeah, it's dog electric coin. Yeah.
And it's just supposed to be it's supposed to be a meme, and it's just mad funny that people can put value into a meme, but it just
We
really
need to
goes,
put value to everything. Like
yeah, because like what really makes the people that actually like the billionaires mad about this is because if they make a meme a currency, then you basically just start to cheat the system at this point, because like now you can put you can like Bitcoin's already like it's concerning because like everyone's doing what we did with Bitcoin, we're doing with the other things, and they don't like us doing it with the other stuff.
Yeah.
Because like the billionaires are invested in that. They're like, oh no, don't do that. It's like, but we just brought Bitcoin. I remember watching Bitcoin go from, what was it, 25 to 40 in like 1 week.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so they're not mad at that, but like they're mad at I honestly think Musk is just like starting to he's just like putting mad money into into Dogecoin, because like he did you see what he tweeted,
Yeah.
like with the dog?
What do you do?
He tweeted a dog in a magazine. I'm like, you're
Yeah.
funny. Then they put Bitcoin as his hashtag in his profile. I'm like, yo, what's good? I was like, yo, he has to be taking money and putting it in there.
This guy is I just find him amazing. He just sold everything and just like
He's
just
the
renting
road-
now. He's like, I don't
That
need.
dude just said,
He's like,
fuck
I don't need to
NASA
own
and made his
everything.
own.
Yeah. He's like, you guys don't like my space project ideas? I'll make my own
I'll
space
make
project.
my own space project.
And then like I think right now though he's in like a lawsuit because he launched a satellite before the FAA, whoever the flight things. And
FAA.
yeah, and so they're kind of upset about that because though him and Amazon are going at it to launch more satellites in the air to get this. What is that? That drone? Let me drop off.
Oh, drop off your packages.
Yeah, and tracking a lot better.
Those two.
You know what? It's two fucking rich kids that just like, yo, look what I can do.
Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk.
Yeah, because like they keep passing. It's just like I think Elon Musk is richer than Jeff Bezos right now. And
Yeah.
it's just gonna keep going back and forth, and it just makes you wonder, like, what are you doing here that rich? It's just like it's just like
You create space programs.
we're just like, what are you gonna do with your money? Get richer. Like, what are you gonna do with your money? Get richer.
And that's why I wonder about all these like people like Oprah and all these supposedly used to be rich people. Like, what the fuck did you guys do? You put a school in Africa? Like, what do you do? Like,
This would be a really good time to bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes!
So watch those two go at it on Celebrity Deathmatch.
Oh my goodness.
imagine the graphics now even better too.
It would be dope. It would be so
They'll be
much
launching
doper.
like space stuff,
And
at
then
each other.
randomly they'll bring back Stone Cold like they used to randomly. Marilyn Manson.
Oh my god.
That would be so dope.
Marilyn
They
Manson.
really need to
So what?
do that.
Speaking of Marilyn, what is your what motivates you with your music, man? Because
Speaking
your
of
music.
Marilyn Manson.
Well, the only
motivate
reason-
you?
well, okay. I gotta tell you, I follow this guy a lot, right? I mean, actually, before I followed him for a while, and
Like in your car.
hypothetically, maybe.
You see, you can't do all that.
You gotta watch out.
But yeah, this guy, like his music and talent and stuff like that is just great. It has a lot of like rock bass and stuff like that. So that's why I want to let the people know.
Oh yeah, so like, it's kind of funny that no one knows that I have maybe, I think it's 5 albums. Let's wait at the thing. Celestial Dimensions first album, my first solo album, Balance 1, Stellar Divinity,
Oh shit!
Balance 2, and then Astral. Yeah, so 6. I have 6 albums, Astral Seasons. I have those ones, and those are all nothing anywhere close to hip hop. One's instrumental, and the rest are metal albums. I used to be in a metal band called Celestial Dimensions. Well, let me rephrase that. I co-own the band Celestial Dimensions with my old drummer, Christian Zapata. But we had a falling out. A lot of reasons. There was a myriad of things, like just lots of drug use, like
Typical band story. I love it.
yeah.
Everything was
Behind
going,
the music.
Everything was going well until cocaine came in and Nancy.
Yo, it's almost like that. It's almost like that story. It's just like drugs just ruined like the band at a certain point. Like we just weren't focusing on the music, and then I started really trying to clean myself up after a certain point and trying to like still be on my music. He really just wasn't about the music after a certain point.
Cocaine's amazing, man.
Yeah, man.
Cocaine's amazing.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
It is.
Man, it'll ruin your life, man.
It'll ruin your life unless you're rich.
Oh my God!
Doesn't matter.
If you're rich,
you could go to rehab for a few days, and
if you're rich, it's even worse. You just get more cocaine.
yeah. You didn't see we had advertisements for all the crack you could get. There was mountains of crack.
Was that Dave Chappelle?
Dave Chappelle, when they took him to rehab.
Free crack giveaway.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
Free crack giveaway.
But to Celestial Dimensions, it was a fun band for me. We had so much potential in the sense that like the metal scene, they saw us as like being one of those bands that if we had like even better management and better just overall just like if everyone put money into it besides me, we would have gotten a lot farther. And me just doing my music by myself, like after a certain point in time, just showed me like there was a lot we could have fixed up. And I learned a lot from having a band, and I tried having a band again, and it just really wasn't something that fell through. And after a while, I just kind of just started like the metal thing. I stayed with it probably until like maybe like last year, and I just kind of drifted away from playing metal. Don't get me wrong, I still shred and I still play my guitar. Yeah. But there's a lot of controversy in the scene already as it is. For example, like there's a lot of racism in the metal scene that started being really apparent, and I just really wasn't like down with a lot of like the metal scene, like especially locally, like people like supporting like the Confederate flag and shit like that. I just really wasn't with it. And then like some metal bands like really denounced that, and then I started noticing that even black people within the metal scene, like they've drifted like a little bit further off from the metal scene into like more of some like maybe like kind of like the gent and like kind of like jazz scene a little bit more. And I was always curious as to why, and it's just like there's bands like you see like say Pantera, for example. Pantera is the perfect example. Like you go to one of their shows, you would never think that they like this, but like then you see like they I think one of their shows they were shouting white power, and imagine you being a fan just being in the crowd. So imagine being in the crowd just being like white power, like
yeah, white power.
What? Get him! Like no, hell no.
In the middle of the mosh, that's he's literally fighting your way out. I've
been in a circle pit. So, and being in the circle pit when people don't want to hurt you, and being in a circle pit when people want to hurt you is two different things. It's fun because you're going in a circle. It's like, oh, cool. But when people are intent, that's just a way to get stomped out. And it's just like you don't want to be in that situation. Speaking of which, when I was in the show I was actually in a circle pit with was Fear Factory. They're I forget how old they are. They're from like the 90s. And so but the guitarist was one of my favorite guitarists, Dino Cazares. Mm-hmm. So that show, our band played first. So normally it was a real bad thing if your band played first because that means you didn't sell that many tickets, whatever. But in this case, the band had just showed up. So that's the only time they had to watch any of the bands play. So they only got to watch our band play. And I was the only guitarist, I believe, at that show. And I think one other guitarist that had 8-string guitars.
Oh, slick.
So he really enjoyed watching me play. So at the end of the entire set, like at the very end of the day, like when the show's about to end, they let me get on stage and play.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, I think it's still on my Instagram. It's real old. I think it's like 2013, 14.
So how long have you just been a music whore, basically?
He's like, well, now you've been that way all my life.
I started. Well, to be fair, I started playing piano when I was 5 years old.
Oh damn.
Yeah, so like I'm musically inclined. I started playing piano by ear. Then I got to Guitar Hero like when I was around 10 years old, and that's what got me into guitar.
Guitar Hero got you into the guitar.
Yeah, it was fun. It was interesting.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
It was interesting because I would have gotten guitar earlier, but so I was in middle school, or was it middle school? I believe it was middle school, but I tried picking up the guitar and playing it, and the teacher told me not to play it and go to play bass because I was black.
Damn.
They South Park you?
Yo, I was so mad. I was just like, all right. So I was like looking. I was like,
Wait, did he say because you're black,
think,
or did he just hand it to you and say, "Listen, this is more of your culture"?
No, he literally said because I'm black. I was like, oh, I was pissed.
That's amazing.
Well, I went to an all white school, so I was like one of the only niggas in the class. So like,
He's like, oh, we need this.
it's funny. It's funny because because like me being younger, I actually saw how ignorant kids were to like seeing black kids. Because like if this is your first time seeing a black kid, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
It's like it's like is it true your people are really burnt? Yo, that was one of the questions I really got. Like I was like, no, no, we're not burnt. He was like, oh shit. Like these white kids didn't know. Like some of these white kids,
You should be like, yeah, we're burnt. You want to be cool like me? Try it.
Lay in the fireplace, motherfucker.
But it was funny because like they some of them were just legitimately just like they never seen a black kid. Like and like it truly amazed me. Like even to this day, like one of my best friends, he's like I was like one of the first black kids he ever met. He's like damn, you're cool as hell. But like he never
never branched out after you.
Well, no, he has plenty of black friends now, but like he never like this is like we were like children, like
gotcha.
Like he never he was living in Southwick. So like he was out there, and like when I went to his house before, crazy. Bro, there was just woods. I remember we like when we used to close the doors at night, all of a sudden you see coyotes, like
Damn.
You see eyes. I'm outside. I'm like, ooh. I was like, yeah, motherfuckers will eat you.
That's what I remember meeting.
That was really the KKK outside.
He was holding them back. Right. They wanted to make sure you didn't leave the property.
But it was
on watch patrol.
It was just so interesting because like I saw a different perspective. Like I was like, because it made me realize like how do white people get this ignorant? And I'm like, oh, I was like, I see how.
It's crazy. I remember meeting my first white person because I grew up in Holyoke and everybody was Puerto Rican and black, mostly Puerto Rican. And then when we moved to a white neighborhood and I went to a school full of white kids, it was weird for me. I didn't ask them stupid questions. So me. Listen, me. I definitely asked like as many stupid questions as I could. Why don't you guys put salt in your mashed potatoes?
I was asked why are our palms white?
Oh my god.
Like, if we're supposed to be black, then why are our palms white? That means we must be part white.
We just don't get enough sun on them.
It's just dumb. It's just.
I'm like, well,
that's like asking why the underbelly of an armarmadillo is a different color than his back.
I don't know. I told him I didn't know I was in like fourth grade in Belchertown. I didn't know.
This is fucking. I just realized how pale I get in the winter. Like I'm like 3 shades darker.
Oh, yeah,
like, all the time.
Like,
and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy though. Like when I started seeing how like racism really work. Like sometimes some like racism is just like inherent, like just real ignorance. Like and then some of it, it's like I see how it develops in some people. Like if you're just sheltered out. Like seeing white people all the time, and then you just go and you're like you just look how black people are on TV, and then actually meeting one, you're gonna be dumbfounded.
Yeah, because media is portraying a lie to pretty much what you want. Like a lot of like, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm prejudiced against white people. I'll go thinking they're like hillbillies and find out like, oh wow, you're actually not.
Yeah,
you use flavor. You cook well. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. Like
I think we go back and forth too much about it.
Yeah, I just learned like I like everyone comes in different shapes and sizes. Like I just never really. I really try to keep myself like away from like trying to see too many stereotypes in people. Yeah, some of them are really hard though. Like like some like
you can't not.
Some of them get really hard to like not like to unsee. Like I believe one of the ones I used to see is like the really smart Asians, and I'm like, and then like now like then I really try to unsee it, and then like every Asian person I've met has been smart as hell. I'm like, yo, you know what?
I'm gonna have to disagree with you because my dad used to always use that as an excuse for me in school. Like, your Asian friends are getting A's. I'm like, actually, no. Tung Nung's in a gang. He's not getting friends at all. He's actually getting F's. I'm helping him with his homework. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. Like, it's just, I think each culture has their own, but majority of them are extremely smart.
Yeah, like even like I don't know, even some of the ones that I said even dropping out, that like they're still probably making like thousands and thousands of dollars
At their own risk.
at their own risk, but like Mr. Dropout paying rent. Like,
You know what the thing is? Like, so it's funny you said dropout because my a cousin of mine, their kid wants to drop out of school because he just had it. He's just tired of it. This year really did it for him. Like, he already hated school because he was like bullied, but then he was on online learning. Now going back online learning, he was like happy. He didn't have to see these assholes. Now he's back in school again. This is in Florida. He's back in school and he hates it. And he wants to just like not show up anymore and everything like that. But he wants to drop out and get his GED.
Yeah.
I mean,
I would let somebody drop out. I know a friend who dropped out, got his GED, and now has his master's.
It doesn't matter anymore. Like,
yeah, I mean,
much as it used to.
It's to each their own, but like at a certain point, like I almost had to get my GED because something's really dumb in the curriculum. So I passed every class but Spanish class, and they said I couldn't graduate, so I had to go take it in summer school. And I'm like,
So you're musically inclined, but you can't get other languages. I can hear melody and replay it.
In his defense,
but if you say hola, he's like, hola?
in his defense, the Spanish class is ridiculous. I failed Spanish.
Because you didn't
And
try.
I'm a native speaker.
But you didn't try,
No,
that's
because
why.
and then people ask me all the time. They're like, if Spanish is your first language, like how do you feel Spanish? I'm like, how do you feel English?
exactly.
It's grammar. It's not about speak. It's about grammar.
You're right.
And that grammar in
The
Spanish is
nosotros
hard.
And the vosotros and that whole boot.
Yo, because there was a lot of us native Spanish speakers that failed Spanish because
the grammar,
it's the grammar.
and it's funny that you say that because like when I went to take it in summer school, the woman that was teaching it to me, she was telling me like she understood how like a lot of the finals, she had to change like a lot of the way it was written because like it was written by people. It looked like people use a translator to write a lot of the shit, and it's like
Yo, the shit's wrong. I found questions on my test that were wrong.
Yeah, and
That the teacher wrote that weren't true. That were wrong.
Because they probably use Google Translate, huh?
Exactly.
Yeah, and then you got the, and she was a native, like she was from Puerto Rico, so she was sitting there rewriting some of this stuff. She's like, all right. She's like, now this is the correct question. I'm bringing it. I'm like, oh, okay, now this makes sense. And then that's like, do I understand Spanish that well? And then I thought about it. I'm like, I do. It's just a matter of like the writing and all that is just
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who speak Spanish, but they can't read it or write it for the shit.
Yeah. Because
you don't need it. They don't need. They never needed to write or read nothing.
They write
But
the way
you know
they
what?
talk.
It's like if you really think about it,
You're right.
if you really think about it, like Spanish is the same way with English. Like there's a lot of people that speak English but can't
read or
write.
write.
They can't
A
write.
lot
for
of people that can't
There's a lot of
read
people that
English.
how they write on Facebook is how they write in real life. And a lot of people will correct me on Facebook. I'm like, dude, this is Facebook. I don't care. It's not like I'm writing a thesis paper. Like I'm making a
to a degree. There's certain people that I have to, because I'm like, you know better. There's certain shit that's just like illegible. Certain thing like you look like rappers. like when they write statuses, I'm like, you can't come off like that. Like I don't know. Like to me, it's weird. It's just weird. like because you're representing yourself as a businessman and you're writing business posts and you're writing them ridiculously. And I'm like, if I'm an investor or I want to invest, I can't because I know I can't take you.
It still
places.
blows my mind though that that's what people do use social media to kind of like validate somebody for a workplace, but at the same time it's
Yeah.
right, 'cause you
Oh
can-
yeah, I've just gotten to the point where I've made my social media public. I'm like, yo, it's like if you want to see what's on here, check it out because I'm at the point like at this point I'm like I'm gonna post stuff that I want to be public anyway. So I've kind of like got that mentality where, like, yeah, whatever I post, I'm like if someone wants to like look for like a workplace wants to look through my media feed, they can look through it. And I think the only thing that I think that even remotely would worry me is like me smoking weed. And at this point, it's like I live in Massachusetts. No one cares.
Yeah, that's stupid. They need to
But
get rid
like
of that.
it's like I've left it open like that.
But yours is clean though. It's not like
mine's just very clean.
But
It's like,
yeah, cause I had a friend in med school, and he was the same thing. Like when he was going to he had to interview at these hospitals. He just take down his whole Facebook. I tagged him at a barbecue. He's like, I don't even want to be known with you, man. What they look at you, be like, oh, they hang out with this type of guy. So a lot of my friends, no lie, a lot of my friends,
This guy talks about butt plugs.
A lot of my friends who are still in the medical field will not like my post, but message me low key like, yo, that was really funny, man. I like what you're doing. I'm like,
Keep
thanks.
doing what you're doing. Keep rocking.
Keep rocking. I can't publicly tell you yet because you're not rich.
Appreciate the butt plug education.
yeah. It's funny that it works that way, but like at the same time, like just trying to become a public figure in any kind of sense. It's like everything's just gonna be public at this point. It's like people know about my life, they know about my life.
I look at it this way: Cardi B got famous for being a stripper and then talking stupid shit. Her music's okay. Love you, Cardi. I do, but I'm gonna be honest.
I loved her album.
Oh no, her albums.
No, album. She has one. She only has one. The mixtapes.
No. Oh, okay. You weren't.
I didn't like the mixtapes, but
her album.
Album when somebody got a hold of her music and fixed it, because I know that's not her.
That's what I'm saying. Like herself when she if you listen to the mixtape one stuff like that. It's like
I'm not a hater. Like if I like something, I'll say I like it. If I don't like something, I'll say I don't like it. I like it. I like the album. I don't like her mixtape.
I like what her music makes women do and myself do. All right, I'm gonna be straight up honest. When music makes you, when you could put music on and you could fuck more than just 3 times, that's some good music.
Oh yeah.
Because listen, everybody who has sex uses music to see how long you had sex. It's like, all right, we started off with this track, and on this track, hell yeah, man, you prop yourself up like you're happy. You guys don't do that?
You got to go the whole playlist.
If you can, my playlist is pretty long. Different strokes for different beats.
You got a Spotify playlist.
Now he just whips out the guitar.
Yo, actually, you know what?
Dude, that's
Have you ever put the
slick.
keyboard on her back while you're going?
Bro, you know what? I've actually, you know what? This is actually funny. I was actually in college. I started playing my guitar, and this girl started taking her clothes off. I'm like, hell yeah.
It pulls girls, right?
The
Because you
guitar-
play like really pretty guitar.
Oh man, I don't know what I was playing this girl, but she took everything off. I was like, yeah, guitar, you have to go.
No. That's why you just zip and then still play. Get that musical blow. Let me hit those notes. You start hearing, he's like, yo, he's playing good. All of a sudden, his roommates from here.
Like, what key is that?
Let me give you that D chord, girl.
Hit a G string real quick.
You ever had any? Have you? Because you've been in music so long, you had to have some groupies. Any crazy groupie or?
Yo, you know what?
All right, hold on. Before we get into that, are you single?
Yes.
All right, just want to make sure.
We don't get you fired by your girlfriend or nothing.
No. I was recently like dating someone, and I just broke it off. I was like, nah. I was like, they were getting on my nerves. And
Why
if
do
they
you
hear this,
sound like
damn.
Benny?
You start playing guitar again, another one comes in line.
Nah, but it's just like, yo, they would wake me up and just. I remember one morning they woke me up yelling in my ear, like, "Oh, you text me this?" I was like, yo, you know what? I was like, I can't do this. I was like, she's like, yeah, well, he's like, well, good, I'm gonna do me. Nah, I'm like, no, literally, I'm not doing this no more. Like, there's no, I'm gonna do me. Blah, blah, blah. No, you're good. Yeah, I'm good with you. We're
You
good.
start coming around the corner.
Bitch, you gotta go.
Ain't nobody wants you no more. Please stop texting my phone.
Yo, that'd be an amazing breakup. Imagine.
That. Yo, are you for hire? If people want to break up, can they just pay you to go to
Yo,
their
that's
house?
a
You
dope
go
come
to-
up.
Steve doesn't like your ass no
Yo,
more.
that's a dope come up. Musical telegram.
Oh my god, bro.
He got his side girl pregnant. That's a musical
Yo.
come. That's a business right
Dude.
there. Hit the cash out.
Yo.
Shout your cash
Add
out.
the cash up. Go to anybody
Funny.
anywhere, grocery stores, anywhere. Just where they at? I got you.
Oh, that's so vindictive, man. Oh my god.
It's not you. You're getting paid. You're
Oh yeah,
providing a service.
No, me definitely. Yeah, no.
Like,
Like,
started off like, hey, don't shoot the messenger. Just keep,
You learn how to dodge frying pans. And shit.
right.
Even better, like the girl and them are right there, and she's thinking she's about to get serenaded. She's all happy, like, oh, and then he just starts telling you he's breaking up with you.
He gave you the crabs.
That is.
Yo, it'd be mad funny too, cause like the fact that I play guitar is just like I feel like some women see that as like I have to make them a song. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell this to
see
any woman out there. I'm not making you a song. I'm not. I'm like
You should just make one song, right?
for my wife.
No, listen.
When I get a wife,
just make one song and just change the name. Like, girl, don't play this for nobody. This is just for you. And then just every time you go in, all you gotta do is go to the computer and just change the name.
yo,
What's his name? There was a movie about that. This guy used to sing the same song and say this is for you to every girl, and then
I don't know.
it was with Ryan Reynolds when he was fat.
it's just like for me to make music about you, there has to be you have to have some kind of relative importance, like where I want to like.
Damn.
I mean,
Any
like
girl that was with him and like she's like, I was there for you. I was your ride or die.
yeah,
no
but
song.
it's like I'll make a song about my sister before I make a song for you. Like it's not. I don't love you. You know what I mean? Like shit.
I was cold. He's the shit.
But it's so nicely said. Like you can't get mad about it.
Because it's true.
It's like if I'm falling in love with someone, fine. Like it's like that. There's a difference. Like I think one girl I've ever fallen in love with, and like that kind of like what made me really feel this way, because like I fell in love with her, made her song, got her a ring, I got engaged, and she couldn't marry me because I was black. And
Did she get a diss record though?
I don't even. No. You know what?
There's one there.
I got more diss records than I do love songs.
Like it's funny because like she was a white girl, and I was like, all right. So the next girl I dated was black. So she found out and started spazzing. And I was like,
you proposed to a white girl first?
No, because you didn't make her a song too, right?
why you gotta do that to me?
I'm just saying, is that what she said? 'Cause that sounds like some shit. Like that sounds like some black girl shit. That
I
would be
think it's
said.
more she got mad that you made her a song. You didn't make her a song.
Well, no, like the girl. So the girl I had gotten engaged to, and then we had broke up. So I ended up started talking to someone else. She found out, and they started spazzing, like started blowing up my phone. She's like, oh, this and that. I'm like, nah. And that same night, this girl wanted to have a threesome with another girl. I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna put. I was like,
Oh wait, the new girl wanted a threesome with another girl, and the old girl wanted you back, who couldn't take you because you were black.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen, guys. When the rice is old, you don't eat it again. You just put that shit in the blender, okay? Plain white rice when you about to have some adobo, salt, and maybe some blood pressure, but it's okay because it's two of them.
Yeah, that was a wild night. I can't even hold.
So
it.
was that one of your best groupie nights? Then I take it.
I don't even think that was I wasn't even a band at that point. That was just
That was just me just being.
That was like some pussy.
that was just me being a nigga that night.
All right, guys. I think that's where we have to end it. It's the time. It is time.
All right, guys.
Man, it's been a pleasure having you, though. Thank you for
man.
all these musical gems. You dropped
Anything last thing you want to say?
So I'm running a thing called the Unity of the Music project. It's for my capstone for my master's project, but it's like a big collaboration effort I'm doing. So I want to include anything from skits to music videos to guitar videos, songs, any kind of music I do with anyone else. So anyone wants to collab, Young Lenny Productions at Young Lenny Productions on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. All that. You can find me on Facebook too. It's just all the same handle, Young Lenny Productions. I made sure I got the effort, get all of them.
Yeah, you don't have fucking 4 different handles.
No, and then I have my own website, younglennyproductions.com, so you can check that out. You can check all my music and beats and stuff out there.
Nice.
I need to put my albums on there.
So make sure you go follow him. Follow us at Let's Talk Us Now, Facebook, Instagram. Listen to us on Google, Apple, Spotify. Watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Follow me at Benny B Design.
Oh shit, my bad. Definitely messed with that smoothing. Follow me, Mav, at Unlock Character.
Dame Rev at Damien Rivera Comedy.
And make sure to follow Young Lenny Productions. And thank you for coming. Appreciate it. All right. We out.
We out.